Motorola has now updated their so-called One Power to now launch the Moto G9 Power. This phone is a pretty interesting device, but more interestingly, we are giving away 5 of them. Continue watching this video to see how you can win one of these 5 devices. My name is Bharat Nagpal, you're watching iGyaan, and let's check out the Moto G9 Power. To start off with, the unboxing experience is as you would expect. Inside the box is the phone itself. You also get a protection case inside the box, along with some documentation, a SIM ejection tool, a wall charger, as well as a cable. If you look at the phone itself, on the front of the device on the left, you will see that there is a front-facing punch hole camera. This is a 16 megapixel camera, and the display itself is a 6.8-inch HD display. You do have a considerable chin at the bottom, and on the bottom of the device you will also find a USB-C port, which is flanked on either side by a microphone and a speaker grill. On the right of the phone is the power button, which is texturized to identify it separately, and you do have the volume button, which is more a rocker. On the top of the phone is the headphone jack along with noise cancelling microphone, and on the left of the device is the SIM tray. This is a hybrid tray, so you can pop in 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and 1 micro SD card. You also have the dedicated Google button, which will allow you to pull up the Google Assistant if you so choose to. On the back of the device is where all the camera action is. So you get a main 64 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture. You also get a depth camera with a 2 megapixel sensor and an f2.4 aperture, and a macro camera with a 2 megapixel sensor and an f2.4 aperture. And then you also have an illuminating LED light. There's also the Motorola logo, which is housed in the fingerprint sensor. And the back of the phone does have this nice texturized pattern, which you can feel with your hands because it is raised slightly. Now, with respect to some of the specifications, the price tag of the phone seems to be right up there with some of the phones that are available in this price category. We leave links to buying the phone as well as the final price in the description below, so you guys can go check it out if you are interested in the device, or you could just win one. And the first step to winning the Moto G9 Power from iGyaan is to simply click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon with all notifications turned on. And that's the first step to taking part in this giveaway. Keep watching to figure out what the other steps are. If you talk about what's running the phone, on the inside is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 662 chipset. This has an octa-core CPU and a Adreno 610 GPU. And for storage, you get 64 GB, and then you also have the micro SD card support for 512 GB. And then you also get 4 GB of RAM. Now, why this is called the G9 Power is because this phone does have 6000 milliamp hour battery on the inside. So this has a massive battery. And despite that, the phone doesn't seem to be too big or chunky. It's actually quite handleable and easy to use as well. It does support turbo power 20-watt charging, and the charger is included inside the box. So you will get that fast charging capability on this device. Now, in typical Motorola fashion, the user interface is as clean as you would expect, completely stock Android with no customizations whatsoever. And there is the Motorola app that does allow you to make certain customizations. So if you do want to change your wallpapers or your styles or icons, you can do that easily. You still continue to get your gesture, so you can get your quick capture, fast flashlight, stuff like that is available on mostly all Motorola devices, and this is no different. From the Motorola app, you can also set up your display settings, and you do have the ability to turn on peak display or attentive display, which will keep the display on as long as you are looking at it. You also have certain other features, including game time, so it improves your performance during gaming. And then you also have audio effects that allow you to customize how your audio will sound, whether it's coming out of your speaker or your headphones. And you can set it up manually, or you can use one of the presets that they do include in the audio effects. The second step to winning the Moto G9 Power, one of the 5 that we are giving away, is to go follow iGyaan on Instagram and Twitter. We'll have those linked in the description below for you guys. Now, the main camera is a 64 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture. This is a pretty good sensor. It does have a 26mm standard wide lens on it and a 1/1.97-inch sensor. So it's a fairly large sensor. And this is also the main sensor of the device, so to speak, because the depth camera is never really going to be used except for portrait shots or calculating the depth, and the macro camera is a 2 megapixel camera, and images off of it are not the greatest as you would expect from a 2 megapixel camera. So ideally what you're looking at using more is the main camera, and for that the basic performance that we saw from the camera initially gave us really good results, and we found that the camera is really capable of performing. You will also see Motorola's night vision photography on the camera of the Moto G9 Power, and surprisingly Motorola has improved the algorithm quite a lot, and you do get usable night vision shots for social media. So if you're in extremely low light environments, you can get some amazing pictures. You continue to get some of the camera features including spot color, and video capability also seems to be really good from the camera, at least initially. In our initial test, we saw some great colors from the photographs as well as the videos that we clicked. The front-facing camera also does a fantastic job of capturing the colors and has good amounts of sharpness in the images as well. In low light environments, the front-facing camera also performs well. We also find that the phone is snappy in day-to-day tasks and is responsive generally. Because there is no bloatware on the device, it just seems that much cleaner, and initial impressions are pretty good. Of course, we'll have a full verdict out for you guys in the full review as well. So if you guys are interested in a full review, do let us know in the comment section below. Speaking of the comment section, the final thing that you need to do to win a Moto G9 Power is to leave a comment in the comment section below and share this video with a friend anywhere you want on social media, wherever. And that's it. That's all the steps that you need to take to win a Moto G9 Power. Now, like we said, we're giving away 5 of these, so one of these could be yours. So take part in the giveaway by following all those steps. As a rule, Motorola's Power series has focused on battery life, and this one does that more than ever. With a focus now on study from home, work from home, and a lot of video calls and a lot of education happening at home, this basically allows you to do that for long extended periods of time. How much? We will have to test out, but companies claiming some massive hours of battery life with screen on times upwards of 10 hours on this, and with a 6000 milliamp hour battery, that may be possible. So we'll be testing it out for you guys. Like I said, we also want to see how much time it takes to charge up the device fully. So all of that will be tested in a future video. Let us know if you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification icon, and turn on all notifications. Only about 12% of people have their notifications turned on. So I would recommend that you turn on all your notifications so that you get notified each time we upload a new video. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.